So this video is from Sunday, the 26th. It's race number 2. Um, we've just had such a great time in Mid-Ohio. The track is so cool. We've met some new people who've been very gracious and helpful, and definitely recommend racing at this track if you ever get the chance. I finished 6th after starting from 8th. I think a couple of the big Indy cars broke. This shot's here just to show you the great location we have, and Dennis's KKW Trucking brought the cars in. And here's Dennis giving me some guidance, some help on how to get around the track, and it worked. Sunday I drove really nicely. This is the full crew, one shot of the full crew here. And of the garage, there's a slit at the top of the garage. In the other picture, it's the balcony, and so they could turn around and see the track. The crowd is fantastic there. We couldn't get over how many people were there, or how many cars there were in the car shows of every make and model you can think of. This Batmobile, I don't know if it was the original or not, but it was incredibly detailed, and if it was a copy, it was one of the best I've ever seen. This is a quick thank you shot for Tom. You'll see more of him in the Indy video when I get it done. And this is a thank you shot for Bob, who did such a great job getting all of our cars and keeping them running. Well, we didn't make it easy on him this trip. These next 2 shots are a very special thank you to Dave at Henderson Truck and Equipment and Jeff Schulte, who found them. They repaired a component on my car for free with no notice or anything. Just can't thank them enough. This is the track, of course. Notice the red box up in the right. That'll be where Tom spins. And then the Madness and Turn 6, I'll talk about them a lot.
Cars are just being following the pace car for the feature race. There's Robert. I believe he's in 10th.
Sound of the stars, they always sound so great. So this is the start from inside the car, and as you just saw there, I immediately got a piece of rubber on the lens that I saw could be a little bit, but not too bad. And then this is a good place to notice how low my RPM is there, about 4,000, and I wasn't downshifting in the second gear. I was thinking I would be able to carry the speed and the RPM a little better than I did. I didn't. You'll see more of that later. Here we are into turn 2, which is the keyhole, and headed back down what they call a back straight, which has a pretty good sized kink in it, but a straightaway. I think I'll hit around 135 or so, 132, somewhere in there here before initiating braking. And then this is turn 3 through Madness. Here's the exterior shot of that. I showed you this exterior shot because this is pretty much what it looks like going through this section on every lap for the next 6 laps. And Tom is kind of pacing himself, and I'm closing in on Michael from this turn right here, turn 3, and Madness over the top of the hill, all the way through this next section. I call it Sector 2 and Sector 3, to the last turn of the carousel along the front straight. And at the carousel, as you'll see, I'll be right behind Michael Snowden, who's in the green car 86, a Formula Atlantic with a 2-liter in it. And that thing just has too much grunt and too much horsepower down the straightaway, so I never quite pass him. So wanted to talk through this here. This is the carousel. You can see I get up beside him a couple times, turn inside him here, and I'm on the gas early, but just not quite enough to ever quite get by him. And maybe if I'd done a little better here in turn 1 too. So I think we'll be jumping ahead to lap 6 here pretty quickly here. Yeah, here we are. And I'm going to keep talking through this, and then I'll give you some native audio on a couple laps. Through this section right here, it's a little hard to see with all the gunk on the lens and all. Tom is going to spin right here in front of us. You can see a little dust there and me waving at him to let him know I see him. then this is the same shot in slow motion, so you can just get a good look at them. So bear with me while I keep talking through the 7th lap here, end of the 7th lap, and through lap 8. What I'm doing is showing you the start here of lap 8 and then lap 9, because they were the 2 fastest of the race, the final 2 laps, which I suppose is a good thing. I actually did laps 2 through 9, my fastest laps of the entire weekend, by at least 1 second, and in the case of the last 2 laps by 3 seconds, which is good, of course, but it also tells you that there's probably even more time out there, and particularly so because Tom, who spun out, thankfully, got out of my way. He's in a car with a little less horsepower, and he was still faster than me. He's very, very quick in that car. So anyway, I was pleased. I did some 130.5s, and you'll see those here in the next section. I think this is, again, one more time to show you no Tom, and about the same distance behind Michael here, catch him up into the carousel, and I'm definitely repeating myself at this point, catching him up through the madness corner here. That's about the best one I did. Maybe lap 9 is a little better even. And then through turns 6, 7, 8, 9 in the carousel, I get a lot closer to him, even up beside him. He make a really nice turn and get the jump on him in the last corner, even coming onto the front straight, but just not quite enough to do it. Again, just to shut me up, we'll let you watch the 9th lap here and my fastest of the weekend here with native audio. So 6 overall and first in class, and really pleased with the times as I talked about earlier here. I think it's pretty clear from the virtual best, the best sectors, I could have got down in the 129s even, maybe 128s with a little practice. This is my first time here. Beautiful track. Had a great time.
I just didn't want to get out of the way, did he?
No, could not get past him.
I thought they told him to move over 3 or 4 times.
Look at those times.
Oh, I know. You were smoking.
I was.
And he was holding you up.
Yep, I was
Big
smoking.
time.
We were catching Tom. I think he had an engine problem because I got some oil on my visor once.
Oh, is that right?
Or fluid of some kind. I bet the radiator went on him again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dry.
I'll get you a bottle of water. You clear. Get your
All right.
straps.
Hey, baby!
I was freaking smoking.
You were. You went 131 flat.
Twice.
Yeah, yeah. I think I can get the part in here.
Not 131, honey. I had 130.5 and a 130.7.
Wow.
I almost got the Porsche.